Okay, part 3 of your connection. Let's get into it. We're going to look into what they would say to you if they were being 100% honest. I feel like they're a little bit needy. I feel like you're a little bit distracted. That's the general theme so far, but if you're interested, go back and watch the other parts. We'll continue to watch as we go into the extended on my Patreon. So what would they say to you if they were being 100% honest with you? What would they say to you if they were being 100% honest with you right now? No, you're going to flip out the deck entirely for me to read you. Whoop. Okay. Whoa. Okay, that will be enough for now. Okay, so we have, there's something getting in the way. When I found out, it felt like a punch in the gut. I took advantage of your kindness. Are we moving too fast? And I see you in my future. What a curious collection of cards. So they definitely see you in their future there. Interesting that they're thinking, are we moving too fast? When you're the one who picked up on them wanting to move too fast. Okay. I'm not sure what taking advantage of your kindness is. I'm going to have to look into that. They definitely feel, we're just coming back to the thing again of them definitely feeling a little bit envious of everything else that you're spending your time on right now, because there's something getting in the way. I feel like it's either friends that you're spending time on, or other responsibilities, your career that you're wanting to make things happen with. It feels like they're not getting enough attention because of the things that you're committing yourself to right now. And I can see that when I found out, I felt like a punch in the gut card being a situation that seems so small in the grand scheme of things, but being something similar to maybe you cancelled plans with them recently in favour of doing something else, or maybe you had a responsibility you needed to fulfil and you had to bail on them, or you had to say that you weren't able to attend something that they wanted you to attend. But they feel like a little bit like that was personal. It wasn't personal, but they feel like it was personal. This person, honestly, I'm feeling like, are they a little bit unstable? Are they unstable? What's actually going on here? I feel like we should maybe check in on these cards. This is not scripted, this part. This is not, well, none of this is scripted. I just had certain questions I wanted to adhere to. But this is going off the mark here with the questions. What's going on? Are they unstable? What's going on? Got a love call card. It's always the same cards with this deck. I think they want to tell you how much you mean to them, and I do think that they're really interested in dating you. They want to get what they need out of this connection, but I feel like it's hard for them to do that, when they're not revealing to you what they're thinking or feeling. So I get the feeling like you keep pushing this person to one side a little bit because you don't fully grasp the depth of their feelings towards you, because we saw in the first part that they were feeling really kind of like lovey-dovey and dreamy about all of this, but that they weren't showing you, they weren't letting on. And I feel like this is a misunderstanding. I feel like they need to take a risk and tell you how they actually feel, so that you can understand that, like, oh shit, they're actually quite serious about this. Because I think that you assume that they're not really that serious. And even if you feel like they're trying to push things along too fast, you might be feeling like, with that being wands, they're trying to kind of push you into bed, or into doing, or like, they're just trying to like booty call you or something. But it's more than that. It's more than that. Okay. Now, why are they saying they took advantage of your kindness? What have they done? What did they do? Oh. I feel like from these cards, I slightly want to like reinterpret that card. Instead of saying I took advantage of your kindness, I feel like if we were to look at the nuance from these cards here, I would say that that meant I took your kindness to mean that you were really interested when maybe you weren't. Like, because the Knight of Coins here and the Four of Cups is like, this person is trying to like move towards you fairly consistently and has been like getting enough from you to feel like moving forward slowly but surely maybe is the answer here. But with the Four of Cups, then don't feel like they're maybe getting anything back from you. It's like, have I misread the signs? Is the question maybe that they're answering. Slightly unclear on that one. What are their intentions? for this connection. Where do they want this to go? Where do they want this to go? Well, they're not sure right now. Hanged Man and the Four of Swords, I feel like everything's sort of hanging in the balance, and I feel like they feel like it won't be long before everything sort of falls apart here, because the only thing that they do seem to be grasping is that there is some kind of a misunderstanding here. But everything else they're off the mark on. And everything else you're off the mark on. So I feel like it's difficult for them to really have any intentions if they don't really know where they stand right now. I think in an ideal world they would like to explore this. They would be enthusiastic to explore the connection further with you, but I think because they're not really sure and like everything feels a bit unsettled at the moment, they don't really want to like massively invest themselves or like get their hopes up for something that maybe is not going to happen. Anyway, we are going to continue over on Patreon, where we will be looking into all those things that I listed earlier. It's probably going to be quite a long video, so there's a lot of bang for your buck there. Or if you just want to book a reading with me for your specific situation, you can do via the link in my bio. But yeah, let's go over to Patreon. We'll explore the rest of the reading. Thanks for sticking with me if you're only happy with the TikTok stuff. That's all good. And I will see you on the other side. Bye.